Hello, it's March 4th, 2014. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Let's turn to the Bible. Let's see here. You're going to turn to 2 Corinthians 6 through 8. And it starts off at chapter 7. Since we have these promises, beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from every defilement of flesh and spirit, making the holiness perfect in the fear of God. Make room for us. We have not wronged anyone or ruined anyone or taken advantage of anyone. I do not say this in condemnation, for I have already said this, that you are in our hearts, that we may die together and live together. I have great confidence in you. I have great pride in you. I am filled with encouragement. I overflowing with joy all the more because of all our affliction. Now as you go on further in the area of Paul, joy in Macedonia, for even when we came into Macedonia, our flesh had no rest. But we are afflicted in our every way, external conflicts, eternal fears. But God, who has encouragement, the downcast encouraged us by the arrival of Titus, not only by his arrival, but also by that encouragement, which he was encouraged in regard to you, as he told us of our yearning, your lament, your zeal for me, so that I rejoice even more. For even if I have saddened you by my letter, I do not regret it. And if I did regret it, I see that letter saddened you. It's only for a while. I rejoice now that because you were saddened, but because you were sad and cleansed in repentance. For you were saddened in a godly way, so that you all did not suffer loss in anything because of us. For godly sorrow produces a solitary repentance without regret. But worldly sorrow produces death. For behold, what earnest this godly sorrow has produced for you, as well as readiness for defense and indignation and fear of yearning and fear and punishment. In every way you have shown yourselves to be innocent in the matter, so that even though I wrote to you, it was not account of one who suffered for the wrong, but in order that your concern for us might be made plain to you in the sight of God. For this was the reason we were encouraged. And besides of our encouragement, we rejoice even more because of the joy of Titus, since the Spirit has refreshed by all of you. For if ye have boasted to him about you, I was not to you to shame. No, just as everything we said to you was true. So our boasting before Titus proved to be forth, and his heart goes out to you at the more on the remembrance of the obedience of all of you. When you received him with fear and trembling, I rejoice, because I have confidence in you in every way respect. Nome te Padre, Amen. Amen. May God be with you wherever you are in the world. After all, peace is better than war. Ironically, for everything that does happen in life, there's a conflict somewhere along the way that tends to mess up everything else going on. For example, you have Olympics in Tokyo, not even 5 minutes later, there's a catastrophe going on in your game. Someone's not a happy camper because somebody didn't do a better job. That would be an example. God bless Mr. President Putin over there. It's not an easy job. Moment turning an eye towards Tokyo, next moment you got chaos and you're carrying right next door. It takes a strong leader to guide a nation, an even stronger leader to give a helping hand if it need be. God bless you all over there. Remember that peace comes in so many ways. Peace is a big price, especially when you have to lay down one's life for others' freedom. I know many out there who are watching this. I hope this gives you a sense of joy, a sense of comfort, that knowing that you are not so alone in the world as you so think. If you're thinking that, then you need to wake up and smell the coffee. Because most people will tell you, We got a heart, not just tongue. As it's forth is the Bible. Some people have a hard time looking at a Bible because they think it's blasphemy. Again, it's not blasphemy if you actually look at the Bible. For God is called in so many words. Some call him Allah. Others call him Jesus, the Son of God. Zion, where he comes from. So many names. I know some Jewish brothers would be delighted to break it down to. The Bible is of many things. As I said before, what does church mean? Church means, the definition of church is a family as a whole under God. Amen. God be with you wherever you are, and especially you kids. My heart goes out to you all, wherever you are, because you're not so alone in the world as you so think. Even I pray for you day and night. You don't get sick. If you are sick and you're laying in a hospital bed and your parents are standing there next to you, I hope they get up one moment, a few minutes or an hour later and give you, he or she, a hug, because I know exactly how it feels. You forget. I've been in the medical field a long time. I will walk into the middle of an ER or a pediatric ward and know exactly what those nurses are going through. And I say to you, God be with you, because it's not an easy job. It's not easy getting attached to something. The next moment, he or she is there, and he or she, you hope to God granted a miracle, as I pray. A miracle of a passing life. Able to go to college, back to school, learn from your life. God gave you life. There's no sense in destroying. And those of you who are praying for such miracles to happen under doctors that care of such physicians, as hardworking as he or she may be, I hope to God your child gets a miracle. Notice I didn't say that because I'm a dad at heart and a kid at heart. Can't be 9 million places at once. I pray for such things to happen, but it doesn't always happen. But at least I can be there standing next to you in prayer while I'm asleep. After all, you gotta watch your health out there for you, especially us adults. If you don't, what good are you? I mean, this weather out there is cold, hot one moment, next moment it is snowing right here in Tennessee. I mean, it's so snowed in, my son's car was plastered with this morning. I took a nice video and show it to you. For those of you on the other side of the world who've never seen snow, it's a bit something like something that came out of your freezer. Only multiplied by 12 million tons of it. It's everywhere. It's everything. Mother Nature doing a little house clean. Having said all that, we ran along. By the way, that again was 2 Corinthians 6 through 8, chapter 7 in the Bible. Make sure you catch up on your shots, your flu shots, or your new flu shots. Talk about, since I have time on this one, what's going on today's news here on base. Best moccasins. Family ties. Father and son serve in the 160th. Staff Sergeant Joseph Sims and Private Charlie Shaw hug it out following the Combat Skills Enlist Green Platoon graduation ceremony February 18th. Father and son serve in 160th by Staff Sergeant Rick Branch, 160 Special Operations Aviation Regiment. You know, I see people all the time next to a coffee shop, a certain coffee shop near the BX. Sit there and watch a bunch of people walk by. And here it is. When Staff Sergeant Joseph Sims donned his maroon beret after completing the list green platoon combat skills, he never expected a few years later to see another member of his family experiencing it. His son, Private Charlie Shaw. I never expected back when that is a few minutes later I watched one of my kids graduate through Green Platoon Beam Sims. Charlie has always liked the Army and been exposed to the regiment from a few visits here and there, and he really liked what he saw. Sims 42 is one of a growing number of soldiers witnessing family members follow in their footsteps by becoming second-generation Night Stalkers. Squareways, especially those that fly over my bachelor pad. By becoming second-generation Night Stalkers, often the younger family member joins many years after the senior member has left the organization, but on a rare occasion, they serve together. It is a great, real treat to have him working here in the unit with me. Sam said we were talking about him coming here a lot after I knew it was really going to happen. I let him know right off the bat that he's his own guy, and I wanted to make sure he was given that opportunity to represent himself in his own accord. Shaw, 19, said he was slowly getting exposed to life in 160 SOAR through occasional visits, books, movies, and discussions with his dad. Those moments helped influence his decisions to don the maroon beret and the Night Stalker. I've always wanted to join since I was really young, Shaw said. As I got older, I started leaning toward that goal with a higher sense of honor and pride. Those aspirations helped push Shaw to pursue a career in Special Operations Aviation. Once his mind was set to join the aviation field, he attempted to keep his desire to join the 160th SOAR secret from his Night Stalker father. I told him I was thinking about joining the 1st Cab Combat Aviation Brigade, which is what CAB stands for. But I was really going to try out for the 160 SOAR, and said Shaw. I met this SOAR recruit after I completed basic training and was in advanced individual training, then found myself here for a Green Platoon. Once he arrived at Green Platoon, Shaw was exposed to the rigorous training soldiers looking to join the regiment must experience when water survival to escape and evasion training. The second-generation Night Stalker had to do it all with his journey. I knew all my skills were going to be put to the test, said Shaw. I quickly learned that you have to push your body to its limits to pass it to join this unit. Despite having a soldier's father, Shaw was never given any insider information. His father wanted the experience to original, not ruined in any way. I didn't want to take away from the experience of what it was like to go through Green Platoon, said Sims. I did tell him to keep his stuff together and be ready at a moment's notice. I also had the opportunity to watch him go through Black Day. See, as you can see, that's Sassar and Sims and Private Charlie Shaw each other. You see that right there? That's a father and son. Now, on any military installations, rarely seen them both are on a military installation serving not far away from each other. When I was in, he rarely had that happen. I don't know, based on the experience of Saving Private Ryan in the movie, they always wanted to make sure one survived. Not many had your whole family, which is why they were never together. Not for long. They were serving elsewhere. Nowadays, you can see each other on base in the same installation. Here. Black Day is a grueling day-long experience in the enlisted Green Platoon where soldiers had been the physical and mental skills put to their test. I know it's all Night Stalkers. Remember that we'll never forget, and it sounds like I can say that he may have received a little extra attention, but at least he was up to the task. I was proud to see him get it out. Shaw is a called second-generation Night Stalker, but also third-generation soldier. Sims' father served in the Army in the 1960s. It's quite an honor to have a child to follow in the footsteps, said Sam. God bless y'all serving or served, especially World War II veterans. I was watching Letters of Iwo Jima, directed by Clint Eastwood and Mr. Spielberg, and a bunch of other World War II movies, and God bless y'all, especially those who served in Vietnam. Y'all stay warm out there and watch your health. You gotta stay positive. Remember, don't blame your family for having a bad day or night. Take it out at the gym. Much love.